Welcome everyone to episode 14 of Never Ready Remastered.
Wake up.
Brain shut down for a second.
You weren't ready, were you?
Okay, that's part of the show. We're never ready.
There you go.
I am joined today by the Jose's, Al and Lee.
God.
Was
With our powers combined.
With our powers combined, we will help. Well, I mean, think about it. We stop coming together to make the show, and all hell breaks loose. I think the world actually needs us. Now that we're coming together, we're like the Avatar. And shit.
Yeah, it's true.
When the world needed us most, bro.
Yeah, true, George, think about it. Since last week, you hear nobody talking about COVID. Since Jose got on.
They're like, shh. The Jose's are talking.
So in some ways, there's some progress, right, George?
Hey, man.
Hey, any progress we make, man,
is progress, right? So
yeah. I mean, the world's burning, but whatever.
Make sure you subscribe. The Patreon's down in the subscription.
Yeah.
I mean, down below in the description. Yep, all the good stuff.
All the shitty shit going around. But anyways, yeah. PlayStation.
Yeah, here we are, a few days out from the PlayStation 5.
What the fuck was those? Like, what else? How else can you get out of that? Like, oh god, things are bad right now.
I'm sure we could have ran it on a little longer and found a better way.
We trust me, things are happening right now because we have not found a better way.
Right? We're launching people into outer space like that. Didn't I say this already? I could have swore I already said this. That with everything that's going on, the last thing that's gonna happen in 2020 is either A, we're gonna find God, or we're gonna find aliens. Simple as like with everything that's going on.
Wait, who says they're different?
Hey, perspective. I'm not arguing that perspective, but I'm saying that like legit, with everything that's going on in this fucking dark time zone, that wouldn't surprise me.
I know. Yo, it's crazy because like George, I don't know if you have seen those memes that were like, what's next? What's next? Murder Hornets? You know what I mean? What's next? And
yep.
Like, legit. Like,
well, no,
you know
like legit. The Pentagon released evidence of videos of UFOs, and that shit just fell under the radar.
I know. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo. It's like, no,
that was the least of our worries at the point.
I know. They're like, yo, we're starting a space force. We're legit. Like, this is serious. Yeah, it is fucking crazy. But
by the way, sorry. Which is actually one of my predictions as well. So that could be a little. This could be a little segue. I suggest you start studying up on your Gundam, because we're heading that way.
Oh God,
we're heading that way,
first. Bro.
Japan's there first. Japan's always there first, but you know.
I think Japan's had that Gundam's buried underground, ready to go for a while now.
Seriously,
they have that massive statue too. Watch it.
Exactly. That's not. It does activate. You know what's funny? I seen a video of some dude going like he just seen it move and articulate and whatnot. It's the Unicorn Gundam, so it has like this type of technology that activates and he like sections open up and starts glowing pink and red and whatnot. And this dude watches it change and transform before his eyes. And he goes, "That's it?" I'm like, yo, motherfucker, that's like a fucking 2-3 story fucking Gundam. And yeah, it might not be fucking moving its knees and sticking the middle finger at your fucking white privilege. But it still was it's a fucking Gundam and it moves. It's like, what more do you want? A fucking an actual moving robot?
I'll say this much: if the Gundam future is real, I want it to be like G Gundam, not Gundam Wing. I want it to be actual like.
Bro, so what, you want a fucking military fucking war between colonies and fucking the Earth Nation and shit like you? No, I thought I was sick, bro. You're fucked up.
I mean the way you control the Gundams. I think that's way cooler than just fucking sitting there in a cockpit hitting buttons. I think the way they did it in G Gundam was better. So it's like fucking Pacific Rim. You're in there fucking actually doing the moves. That's what I mean. Okay, so that'd be cool.
I think you're changing the subject, but okay, I see you. You want the world to be destroyed in fire and flame while in war, as long as people get to fight in suits, in spandex suits. I see you, Jose. I see you. Okay.
So speaking of Japan, Sony.
Yeah, where every dark, has its light, and you know what? I'll hold on to that light. And that light is PlayStation event this week. I want something to get excited about, and I'll hold on to that. And you guys can't make me not hold on to that. So yeah, go on, George.
So this is how The Last of Us 2 ends.
Yes, George.
George goes. Nigga, don't bluff a man that can ruin your Last of Us 2 experience.
Don't do it.
All right, George, be the head of good conscience here and keep us going.
So yeah, predictions for this event. We tasked each other to come up with 5. I couldn't come up with 5. I'll make up the last 2 as they go.
You can come up with 5. You
can come on. Yeah, think hard, bro.
No, I could come up with 3 good ones and then 2 just generic ones.
Let me tell you something. You can wake me up at 3 a.m.
before you go.
After I went to sleep at 1. You can wake me up and ask me, "Yo, make 5 predictions of PS5," and I'll do it. You can do it, George.
All right, you can start.
All right, so the big, well, quote unquote, the first PlayStation event for the summer is happening this Thursday, June 4th, which the rumors are true. They were jumping between June 3rd and June 4th, so I guess June 4th. So from what we understand, the same like Jeff Grubb and stuff, the same dude that started with the June 4th rumors, said that they're gonna focus on a lot of like games that are being played on the console itself. They saw what happened with Microsoft. They don't want none of that. Oh, it's running on PC. Indicative. They want none of that. They want every single game that they show to if they show gameplay
on its system.
Yeah. So if they show gameplay, it's running on the PS5. So you know for a fact that you're getting that. And Sony has been good so far of like showing some in-depth gameplay stuff. So I'm expecting something of that sort. So I guess my first prediction would be, and this is something that when I was making this prediction, I was thinking like, when I say launch day or launch window, I want to say launch window. So maybe after launch, like in the first 6 months of launch. Just because of COVID and everything. So I want to say that maybe we get a Ratchet and Clank, which I would normally say that will be a launch game because the last one was 2016, so 4 years ago, and it did pretty well for them. The movie was trash, but the game itself did pretty well for them. I love that freaking game. I actually absolutely love it.
I like the game, but they shouldn't have. They should like I Again,
the thing is, they needed to grab stuff from the other ones because we're already past that. Like they needed to grab elements from the other ones, in my opinion. I know that's one of the sticking points with you that they grab too many things, but that's the point.
Yeah, I won't fall into that trap. But yeah. That would have been one of my predictions as well. Maybe a Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, so I want to see Ratchet and Clank launch window, I'll say. So the first 6 months of the system is out. Ratchet and Clank 2, the remake of 2. So if they go that way or they're splitting time, I don't know what's going on. But a remake of 2, I'll say, because they already remade one. So yeah, who wants to go next?
George, you may go next, because mine's a bomb. Because I think it's not gonna come out, but I'm hoping. I heard that they might have had a second team working on this.
Yeah, but let me just because the framing is weird. Because again, we're talking about the event, not this holiday. So at the event, we will see gameplay of Ratchet and Clank, and it will be shown to come, like the date that they say, it'll be launch window. So anywhere in between the first 6 months. That's what I mean by this. Because we have to keep into perspective of the event, what we're seeing at the event. You know what I mean? Not making it sound like we're talking about the launches itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the event, we will see gameplay of Ratchet and Clank 2. Yeah.
I'll start with one of the generic ones. I think they're finally going to show the console in this event.
You would think, right?
It's getting late in the game, so I'm thinking we're at that point where they need to show it.
And they did say that they are splitting. That I guess they were planning to have one massive one, but now they're splitting it up because they know Microsoft is also splitting it up, so they want to have something to counter them throughout the summer. So yeah, I would think that'd be weird to hold on to that, right? Because Microsoft already showed their console.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think? One of the rumors says that we're saying that it's not as a cube, like a tower, like the Xbox is. It's more similar, like the PlayStation traditional design, as far as like
exactly. It's exactly,
but super thick. That's the thing, like super thick.
Yeah, I heard it's gonna be a little a fat booty, and I heard that it might actually keep that rumored V design concept, where it looks like the room in Normal 5.
Yeah,
so,
it's implemented into the design somehow. Yeah, I heard about that.
So,
that'd be kind of cool. So George, saying that they're gonna show this thing now. To answer your prediction. Oh, okay.
On that last note, I think I'm wondering if that design choice is similar to how like Motor Industries make their V6s and shit, or their true V6s and V8s in that V form to produce that extra power. So I wonder if they found out a way to make to complement shape into performance.
Yeah, I mean, they could. And that's what Xbox did with theirs, right? The shape is because of what they had to bring inside, you know? That's the shape that whatever they want, the parts dictated that, right? The cooling and everything. Rather than they didn't design it with that in mind, is what I mean. To me, I almost think like maybe the V-shape design maybe would be just like the lights on top, like a V, the lights would be, or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think, again, that's just me talking out of my ass. But George, do you think this thing will be shown at the beginning to get out of the way? Hey, this is what this thing looks like. Oh, save it to the end, like a nice, hey, you saw some games? Check the box out.
I think they'll save it to the end. They'll show all the games and everything that they're going to show.
To what end though? The end of this presentation, or the end of the one that's further down the month?
No, I mean, next month. This presentation, like at the end of this presentation. Yeah. I can see them closing. I can see them closing with it.
I think I'd agree with you there, only because I think if Sony doesn't put their best foot forward, unlike Xbox did with their games, they kind of have no choice but to show their console. But I have a feeling if they know that they're gonna rock it out the park with their games, they could hold off from showing.
They could.
And people won't care. Because it's like, yo, look at all the games that they showed running on the platform. Fuck showing me if I already know what it's gonna produce.
Yeah, and I can see them also holding it off just in case, George, right? Like holding it off like an extra. You saw how much waves that controller reveal made, right? Yeah. So you could see them holding onto the design of the console just in case Microsoft tries to do something funny, and they be like, check this thing out, and it'll divert attention, just like one of those things, just to take some wind out of Microsoft. You know what I mean?
By the way, on that controller, did you not realize that they showed a black version of it when that little video?
Yeah. So, fun thing. Who was it that said that? I was watching some video, checking that video out, and I guess it is still the white controller, but they put a filter over it.
No.
I know. I thought it was the black one. I was like, fuck yeah, I want to get. Actually, no, I'm gonna get the white one, but that black one looks still cool. And I know a lot of people wanted the black controller, but I like that white Detroit Become Human looking controller. I actually like it a lot. But yeah. Real prediction. Make sure to probably. I'll listen to the podcast afterwards and I'll write them down. So we'll keep track for Thursday. Lee, your turn.
Yes, sir. So, This is one of the stuff that I've been like sleuthing and raging through Reddit. I haven't like full dived into the freaking rabbit hole, but I have gotten a lot closer to that eclipse than I'd like to. But for the sake of the Redditors, for the sake of the Redditors, I've been reading that there might be a reinsurgence in Resistance. Like maybe they won't show gameplay, but they'll show a trailer for Resistance, and it's coming back.
You know, the first two Resistances didn't do it for me, but the third one I thought was actually really freaking cool. It was really dope. Like it felt like a different thing. So the third one I think like felt better as a game. At the end of it all, like they learned a lot of what they were doing wrong in the first two games, but I did like the story of what was going on. It was different. It was crazy. It was out of left field type of shit. Yeah, because it almost felt like a side story, but like it just felt more personal, right? Because it's like these people are running away. It's not this grand thing. Like the aliens already took over, and they're just like. Just trying to survive, and that's the whole story, part 3, and I thought was really cool. So you think we'll see? So what do you think, gameplay or trailer?
Trailer.
I'll write you down for a trailer.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's already been in the works. But if they're gonna show something on it, they're gonna show a trailer.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Definitely see that. When you think Insomniac, because if Ratchet and Clank.
Whoa, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I think. Because when you said Ratchet and Clank, that's why I said like I think it's another team. I think it's another team completely that's working on.
Because Insomniac will be making Ratchet. If they're 2-team studio, one of them is definitely 100% working on Spider-Man 2, right? And the other one is either Resistance or Ratchet and Clank or something new.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I'll put you down for a trailer for Resistance. You think they'll call it Resistance 4 or Resistance
subtitle? No, I think a Resistance subtitle.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, for my next prediction, so I think they'll open the show with gameplay, and I think. I wanted to I'll just go with my gut, and I think they'll open with that Blue Point game that they've been teasing and stuff, and I think it is that Demon Souls remake exclusively for the PS5, and I think we'll see some gameplay on that.
Damn, that's so dumb. So you think that Blue Point is actually Dark Souls, or it's more? I mean, it's kind of more or less confirmed. I think it's more or less. I think it's more or less confirmed, but I'm so disappointed in that. Like, although that's technically my favorite of the series, I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed if that's the case.
What would you want from them?
Yeah, you already know the answer to that, but that's one of. That was gonna be one of my predictions. Don't steal it from me.
Hey, it could still be that. They could be throwing off the scent, the trail the entire time.
Yeah, bro.
But you know what? I'll say this much: don't be surprised, because the success of FF7 remake might inspire them to go back to that one and actually give it a proper remake. No, bad timing for those types of jokes. Later on.
But I will savagely protest if it does come out, if it does come out and it's a bad game. I will defiantly rage against the dying of the light and then commit seppuku.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna fucking stab himself. So I think it will open, we'll see some gameplay. I wanna say maybe 5 minutes. And I think that what we'll see, because it's exclusive to the PS5. I think they already said it's exclusive to the PS5, whatever they're working on next. I think what we see, we're gonna be like, I guess it's subjective, but we're like, holy shit, this looks freaking crazy. And I think they're gonna open with that. And I think it'll be a launch game. I think they'll announce that at the end of the trailer is coming out at launch. But yeah, that's my prediction. George?
My next one, I actually wrote a couple down here. I'm trying to find where I had it. Yeah, I think they're going to show us a little bit of a Horizon Zero Dawn 2, even if it's just like CG.
So why are you cheating, bro? Why are you cheating? That's like me saying they're gonna show us Last of Us, bro.
They might. I don't think they would. You know, I was thinking that they might show Last of Us, like, hey, the PS5 version, but I don't think they would do that, right? Because then people were like, fuck that. PS4 version there.
Yeah, everything that's going on. Yeah, everything that's going on as well. Then they're not gonna show it either. Let's be real here.
No, but they did show it last week.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Yeah, at full length. At full length, huh?
So.
Silence. So. So you're waiting on me? Stop it! Don't do that.
No, I'm waiting on George.
Well, I don't know. You said so, like if you were going to ask a question, so I'm waiting for you to ask a question.
No, what I said was so. You really think so? They'll show Horizon CG. No gameplay.
No, I don't. I think it's too soon for gameplay because the game would still be a little whiles off.
Yeah, so it'd be like
2 years. Yeah, it'd be 2 years out.
Yeah, it'd be like a logo or something, just like a quick little teaser.
If you see two people in that teaser, it's Def Co-op. You heard it here first.
You know what? I think we'll see, like what you said, like a teaser of sorts, but I think it'll be in engine, not like CGI. Like I think it'll be. Well, they might. Like,
yeah. So to follow up on that, Jose, I think they're gonna take a lot of inspiration from God of War. Don't be surprised if they try to take that whole one shot idea and roll with it as well.
One camera, yeah. They could now. The whole SSD thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if they follow through with that.
Yeah, their SSD they have, it's just, like even computers have that. I mean, if you want that type of speed now, you would need like $5,000 for that type of SSD. And the SSD itself, the I/O throughput, like the system is designed to make that data from the SSD to CPU to RAM be as quick as possible. You know what I mean? So, like, I could see games that be no shot and do it perfectly. Like, always stay without having to do trickery to load and stuff. So, yeah, I could definitely see that. And George, do you think they show give a year or just that just end it? Like, say coming soon or whatever. I don't know.
I think they'll just say coming soon because I don't think they want to commit this early to release date.
It would be way too modest to pull some shit like that.
Yeah.
Though honestly, because it would make a huge precedence too. Because it's because this COVID shit has us all in a loop. Because these new consoles, once the old series let go from being a crutch to the next generation, I think development processes will speed up. I think it'll be easier for these motherfuckers to build games and give it to us earlier. But that's also a double-sided coin, a double-edged knife. Because they might then fully commit to this whole a scam or scamage of beta games, releasing games before they're done. These early access games. That's my fear of it though as well.
I don't see early access going away, but I don't think it'll be for single player games. I think anything multiplayer. I think they'll continue to go that route because it seems like until that trend goes away. Until consumers start rejecting it completely. I mean, they'll continue doing the whole thing. But Lee, what's your prediction? Next one.
I mean, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, that's what I done.
We just said.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said his name. Confused me. I'm sorry. So, you know how all of a sudden we've been seeing a lot of Sega everywhere? Seeing a lot of Sega come up in conversation. Some of their games are coming up a lot.
I was wondering if one of you guys were gonna bring it up.
But no. Well, that's the thing. So I think, I'm honestly thinking that the Sega relationship might, although the whole Japanese thing is gonna be big, I think it might lean closer towards Xbox, this generation. But that being said, I think Bandai is coming up on the world with video games. We've been seeing a lot of Bandai as well, and they might answer and clap back.
With Sony?
With Sony on their side.
But that's crazy because Bandai doesn't Bandai own From Software?
FromSoft?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they own FromSoft.
Oh. Then maybe Sega's. I don't know because that's why I've been mentioning Gundam too. Gundam games might come back, and I heard the next one that's coming out is like an RPG, kind of Dynasty Warrior-esque.
Oh god,
like that.
Yeah, they already had that. Like, listen, I played enough Gundam games. I played every type of genre of Gundam games. Japanese games, RPG games, and so far, very little are actually good. They're like, yeah, it's an RPG Gundam game, turn-based and everything. Like Final Fantasy, I'm like, yay! I mean,
no, but it's not.
I remember,
but it's not turn-based though.
No, I know, but they do have a Dynasty Warriors, a Muso style game too. They do have a. I don't know if it's in America, but I know in Japan for a fact they have a.
Didn't they have a good one for Dreamcast back in the day?
I don't know. I'd see. They had a good game, a good Gundam game for Dreamcast. I think honestly most of them were on the Dreamcast or on the on handheld. But the one that he's talking about, I think, did release on PlayStation 2. But I do remember having a modded PS2 at the time, so I'm not
Gundam
sure.
Side Story 79.
79. So your
prediction is that we'll see something of Gundam on the PlayStation?
I hope so, and yes, I think so too.
The last time I remember seeing something Gundam on the PlayStation thing. Hey, George, remember that PS3?
There's one in the store. There's one in the PlayStation store right now.
But do you remember?
I don't know what it is.
Like, during the reveal.
I remember the reveal.
That launch actually came out on launch, right?
Yep.
What? What the hell is this? What is this looking like a PS2 game? What the hell's going on? Oh god.
Hey, they track.
Hey man, they're making a shit ton of sales in what are they called? The Gunplas. Gunplas are making an huge fucking bounce back in sales, and I wouldn't be surprised if that follows through with a video game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I know Gundam. I think that's well enough in the West. So do you think we'll see just a trailer or just a gameplay?
Mostly, I like that whole BS with Sony and then them saying they're gonna try to do more gameplay shit. Bro, there's still gonna be trailers, and I'm going to stand on more trailer than gameplay.
Yeah, so. But what I mean with the trailer. Like if the trailer has gameplay, that's what I mean. Like, you think it'll be like they'll show you something?
To me, that's always trailer. Even when they do the whole weird fucking like you were just saying, there's bits and pieces of gameplay with the trailer. That's still a trailer to me.
Yeah. So you think it'll be more like that, like bits and pieces of gameplay?
Yeah, and for the most part, I believe this whole presentation will be mostly trailer. So
yeah, I got a feeling it will be too, because you still need trailers, but I think they'll have big maybe gameplay deep dives, one or two. I'm guessing at least 5 to 10 minutes of something, the same way they did Ghost of Tsushima, something like that. I think they'll do something like that with 1 or 2 games.
I don't know, because I think that they're gonna hold their guns with new IPs until the later date. Yeah. So they're as far as IPs that we know and very familiar with, we'll probably only see 1, 2 at the most.
All right, so good thing you mentioned that, because that goes perfectly into my prediction. I think we will see this Thursday, 4 days. We will see a new IP, and you might ask, from what studio? Well, we might think that out the gate that Sony Santa Monica has working on God of War 2, which I'm sure they are. But I got a feeling they had a second team. I think that this was George. Wasn't there something a while back that they had like a second team in there? Sony Santa Monica.
I read something a while back. And
yeah, it was a while
I don't exactly
back.
remember anything.
Yeah, and this was like years ago. I think like even before God of War came out, I think it was, right? Like they were like, hey, there's like a stealth team going on in Santa Monica. Why does they have a second team there? I think they're working on something new. And maybe it's that new sci-fi IP that they're working on that they scrapped. Maybe it's not that, but maybe something of that from that design.
Continued over.
Yeah, continued over in some aspect of it. That maybe some part of it could still work in some other context. Maybe it might not be sci-fi. It could be something else. But supposedly what they had, if you watch the God of War documentary, at the beginning they touch upon it, that they were working on that thing, and actually they show some concept art and everything for it. It's like a sci-fi shooter, cyberpunky type thing they were working on. And I think that's their next big game. I don't think it's God of War 2. I think that's the next big game, and then after that we'll get God of War 2. And I think that's how they alternate. And I think what we'll see next gen, we'll see all these studios have 2-team studios, and I think that's how they're gonna. Because the thing people forget, I know the narrative right now is like the whole like, Sony is killing it with first party stuff and Xbox isn't, which is true. But this kind of started, if you think about it, really after like 2017, right? Like when the whole narrative really kicked off, because Sony was just like year after year, like boom, 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 like they were getting 2 or 3 games a year exclusive to their platform that were fucking Game of the Year contenders type shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying 2016. 2016 we did get Uncharted 4 and I loved it. In 2015 we did get Bloodborne and people seem to go goo goo gaga over that. But if you think about it, like, yeah, I'm not trying to trigger you. It's just the truth. It is what it is.
I know, bro. I know.
So I think to see this approach, but at the presentation itself, I think we will see the new IP from Sony Santa Monica, and I think they'll close for that thing, and I think we'll see like a 3-minute gameplay thing
of what,
not a deep dive or anything, just being whatever it is. Even like we'll see something that even that will give us an idea what the game actually is. That we'll see it and be like, oh, that's the kind of game it is. You kind of, I mean, you get an idea from it. And I think Sony Santa Monica, that's how they'll close the show. If not, obviously, if not, like this and then the console itself, after that. But, yeah. George.
All right, for my next one, I'm going to admit that this one's out there and probably isn't going to happen. But there have been rumors of it, so I'll mention it out like that. But I think they're gonna announce a new Silent Hill game.
Yeah, I think that's true.
So yeah, so about that. So anyone notice anything about Hideo Kojima's Twitter?
I haven't looked at it in a while, to be honest.
I mean, you know something about his Twitter. He doesn't really give you the option sometimes. He's been very quiet, pretty much 2 months, 3 months after fucking Death Stranding. Ever since that point, maybe a few months after that, bro, his Twitter kind of went more or less dark.
Did you see recently that he said that he was working on something that fell through? Yo, bro, I was about to fucking say that, bro. What if I remember when I was joking around with you too a fucking few weeks back that Konami might have had to bury the hatchet. Sony might have talked to Konami and was like, look, let this motherfucker continue what he was doing. You own the rights, but he works on the game, type of shit. But it's a Sony exclusive. Imagine the cooperation of one of the fucking craziest hydras we could ever see before us. I really want to think that to be true,
but it's a lie.
I don't think Kojima's involved. Because remember, Kojima was not involved with Silent Hill. Just the last PT. That's it. You know, so Kojima's name has become more attached to it recently, but he's not really part of like the main dude with Silent Hills.
A man's dreams.
No, I would fucking, that'd be incredible. PT is one of the scariest fucking things I've ever played in my life.
I love that.
That'd be fucking insane if that. But George, do you think they'll show Silent Hill?
I think we wouldn't get more than a logo, just kind of an announcement. But like the reason I even came up with this is
exclusively.
Possibly because there's been rumors that Sony's been trying to buy the Silent Hill IP from Konami.
Yeah.
And then it just randomly pops up in Dead by Daylight as some DLC. So
the other day, yeah.
And I think one of the lead people of Silent Hill that worked on it previously, I don't know what he did, producer, director, retweeted the PS5 event.
Yeah.
On Twitter. So like I guess they were like not posting much and then they retweeted that. So we could that sounds highly plausible at this point. Whether or not Sony bought the IP is debatable, but I do think that Sony got some sort of exclusivity.
They were trying to buy that in Metal Gear, weren't they?
That's not gonna happen. That makes zero sense for Konami.
Yeah, Konami would lose pretty much their entire face.
Konami seems to be doing that.
Yeah, they rather just license, like not pay anything and still get money off of it. You know what I mean? Like give it to them, not invest anything in the making the game and still get something in return. I think that to them sounds better. That's my opinion. But what do you think for the opening, closing, middle? Because that'll be kind of like a big bomb.
That'd have to be like a closer. That's closer potential right there, bro.
The thing people forget too, Silent Hill in general wasn't that crazy big. It was awesome, but it had its cult following, but
PT blew it out the water.
I know PT like became so fucking huge, like a fucking like this. You can't play anymore. So it's like I was there that day that happened. You know, people tell those stories.
But look at the day and age that we're in now. If for them to literally let that slip between their fingers would be the one of the most dumbest business decisions that you can just not take. That would be like Blockbuster getting a second chance at signing with Netflix and then saying no again, type of shit.
Yeah,
like in this day and age, they've seen that fall through the cracks, and they'll do whatever it takes to make that money. In this day and age, it's all about taking that money, and the strategy, the statistics, the numbers all say if it blows up on the internet, it'll make money.
Yeah, at this point, Konami's so secretive. It's hard to know what the fuck is gonna happen.
The damn Yakuza.
Plus, not to mention that you get all the Resident Evil remakes that are coming out, and they're selling like crazy. So that genre is hot right now.
Yeah, of course. Surprisingly, Resident Evil brought it back, right? And they're running the risk of bringing it down again. So
they will. They'll run it down again.
Yeah, they'll run it down again, right? That's history. So that was it for your prediction, George?
Yeah.
All right,
Lee.
Yikes, how many have we said so far? 2 each now?
This will be the third one.
This will be the third one,
yeah. Let's see here. Sony conference. I mean, it has to be like new IPs. I don't like if they're gonna show gems that we know and love. I think they're gonna hold off for. But then, it has to be something that that they're running on the PS5, right? This is what I'm saying. It has to be new IPs. I have a feeling that a lot of the stuff that are going to be gems that are like remastered or upgraded with enhanced graphics type of shit, it's going to be on the PlayStation 4 as well, or it's going to have access on the PlayStation 4.
But they could show off like God of War 2 on the PS5. Like they could show that off. Like, hey, it's not out for 3 years.
But do people... Is that really a thing? Do people really want that right now?
God of War 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are dying for that. Like all the recent.
Oh no. See, oh yeah, sorry. See, I thought back fucking 2005, bro. Fucking God of War 2.
Yeah, people want God of War 2. Like what I mean.
2 of the new one, yeah.
IP, but remember, all the new games that they come out with in the last 4 years, people want sequels for. I'm talking Bloodborne. I'm talking Spider-Man. I'm talking Days Gone. I'm talking all these games that they came out with. The last Horizon Zero Dawn. People want sequels to these, and then you assume that people are working on these things, right? Like even Naughty Dog has a second team. I don't know if they all need to go all hands on deck to finish Last of Us 2, but you figure some of that team was working on something before. They had to like leave that and go over to work on Last of Us 2. They could also be working on something else, but yeah.
That'd be interesting though. But not
gonna say it.
Yeah. What are you not gonna say?
But they could be working on. Not gonna say it. I don't want to stoke some fire here.
Might as well stoke some fire. We need the views. We need the like.
Not with you.
Oh, you bastard. Anywho, it's just like so. Do it. Stroke it. So this is where like I don't know what to. Especially since I haven't been on that's my PlayStation's been gathering dust for months. You know this. Is it really surprising? I mean, it is. But every once in a while, I'll go stints. I'll go months without touching that thing, and like the most I'll do is like bump into the controller and be like, "Oh, hey, here it is." But so. I don't know. I think first Sony needs to do a lot more to impress me for me to be here and be guesstimating because my guesstimation comes with a type of approval, and honestly, Sony didn't win my approval.
Okay, so what would they need to show you this event to be like? You be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna get this over at Xbox this holiday.
It has some type of backwards compatibility.
No, but what announcement? One announcement? Like you think
that's a fucking huge fucking announcement.
Said, hey, so to you they said backwards compatibility. PS1 of fucking 4. Right? Boom.
Boom.
You'll get a.
That PS5 is almost as good as mine, right there. That PS5 is almost golden right there.
So you want to make the prediction? Backwards compatibility.
If they were smart, that would be one of the things that they would do. But I think that so far they've not done it for so much that they don't have to. It's almost like that. That's it.
Yeah, they don't have to. But
it is what it is.
But remember, when Sony strikes, they go for the kill. Sony doesn't play like these little punching games, right? They go for Heyman. They go for like the fucking, When Sony strikes, they strike hard. So I could see them be like, yo, you know what? Microsoft's doing backwards compatibility. Yeah, our backwards compatibility might not be as good as or robust as Xbox's because they've been having a crazy team working on it for a long time, pour more resources into it. But hey, guess what? We're still doing it, and we got PS1, PS2, PS3 games, and PS4 games on it. Maybe not every single one. We're still going to have to, because licensing and everything, you have to go one by one, but it'll be, it'll be there.
Don't they already announced backwards compatibility?
Well, PS4.
Yeah, so the top 100 games on PS4 definitely. They're going to be working on other stuff after that.
Yeah. But again, that's a difference because Xbox has been working on theirs for a while. But
and that's the scary thing because it's like, yo, then there's gonna be a lot of libraries that are gone to people again, Whereas with Xbox, they're trying to keep that in mind. It's like, yo, people don't want to buy their game, and then once that console is shelved, so is that library.
Yeah, I think we're moving past that point, and they are, at least PS4 right now, as far as we know, they are honoring that. So a lot of the PS4 games will transfer over to the PS5. So
when you got people like Al who will buy the same game 8 times in a row, so
he should have goddamn mouth.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the only one. I just bought Skyrim on fucking on Steam. Yo, bro, that's literally, this is, I bought it twice on the 360 because I went through 2 different 360s and hard drives. I bought it once on my PS3. I didn't buy it on my PS4, but I believe I somehow bought it twice on my Xbox One. I'm not.
Yeah, how the fuck is that even possible?
Because I think I bought it for my girl as well. So that's why I'm counting it twice. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Yeah. So I think you're absolutely crazy. But anyways, I'm So actually, what do we do just for predictions, guys? You guys cool with that? Just 4 instead of 5?
Right.
I mean, hey, if you guys got more predictions, let them loose.
So prediction is a little crazy, but I can see it happening. So WB has had the last few games from theirs, as far as like the superhero, like Batman games and stuff, have been on PlayStation, like the marketing deals. Have it on PlayStation. How nuts would it be if the next Rocksteady game is exclusive to the PS5 for like a year?
Bro. Oh, for like a year? Yeah. That would, it'd be like these motherfuckers spat into my mouth with like a hot loogie of bleach and cancer. But as long as I knew it'd come out, as long as I know it'd come out on the other console, I wouldn't be that pissed.
Okay, so how about this? At the presentation itself, we will see whatever Rocksteady is working next. That's my prediction. Whatever they're working next. If you were to ask me, what do you think they're working on? I would say, people say Justice League. They already said it's not Superman, right, George? They said it. No, it's not Superman game. I'm pretty sure. But they didn't say it wasn't Justice League though.
No.
And we're assuming that they're staying within the DC thing, right? So, I think the next game is the Justice League game, and we'll see gameplay. And
it's coming.
The Snyder, yeah. Imagine the Snyder. Rocksteady's working the Snyder Cut. Holy shit! Exclusively HBO Max. So I think we'll see the Justice League game, and it's coming out next year. And they'll say the exact date. They'll say 2021. We'll see that demo. It'll be insane. It's gonna be like, I'm not saying maybe, because actually the first time we saw Arkham Knight at their press conference, they showed gameplay, right? They did the whole thing. I remember 2014, I think it was.
They did the whole fucking stealth kill shit, hanging upside down.
I remember looking at that thing, George. I don't know if you remember. He jumps off the top of the building, the cathedral, and it goes down. And that, I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh my god, this looks like super fucking next gen. Holy shit! Like that's one. To this day, I think Batman Arkham Knight is still one of the best looking games out right now. Even on the Xbox One at 900p, it looks amazing. Even on PC, it looks absolutely beautiful. Like, you could tell me that game came out last week, I'd be like, yep, I can see it. Yeah, I think whatever they're working on is 2021. Maybe that exclusive part, they won't share that now, but we'll see Rocksteady's new game on Thursday. Put it on my tab, boys. All right, good.
I don't think there's any more room on that.
I know
you do owe us a little bit, so.
Some of that Square Enix money, man.
Oh, jeez.
Facts. Don't think we forgot.
Oh, God, dude. George, have you played more of it?
Yeah, I played more of it.
Did you see what I meant about, like, after you got out of
Yeah, but it's something you should do when you remake a game, and you should add more to the story. My whole point
but
exactly. You should fill it up because like stories, like a story and comprehension could only go so far back in the fucking 90s. Like
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They did it well. They did a really good job.
Yo, bro, who's paying you, bro? Like, like who's giving you this money that we're not getting?
All right, go on, George. Your prediction.
All right, my final prediction. I'm gonna go because the whole title of this event is the future of gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't they focus a lot on VR? Shows, especially more on the new Iron Man game that's gonna be coming out.
Yo, if that comes out on VR, third person?
Oh,
first
no, it's first person. I gotta play the demo.
Yuck.
Play the demo's out. I want to play it, try it out. That's
Yo, screw you guys and your fucking PSVRs. I hate you dudes.
Because you know the way you fly, each arm, you know how he has the thrusters in his arm?
Yeah, you have the thrusters.
Yeah. So use that to like your arms are the thrusters. I want to try it out. The demo's out.
I was reading that you don't even have to press a button to shoot missiles. You just gotta wave your hand in a certain motion.
Yeah, and for what I understand too, it's not like a shooting gallery or anything. It's actually like a natural game, like a world. You could go around and do missions and stuff. From what I understand. I gotta see.
Why wouldn't it be? Because if they did some bull like that, man, that'd be kind of unworthy.
Because you think about VR and that you see like that working as an actual game with like going around and stuff, like doing missions. That seemed far fetched to me because not many VR games even do that because of the limitations that we have faced so far with it. So wait, you think they'll show the PS4 VR game? We're not even talking PS5 here?
No, they're going to show some of the future of VR. Probably might even talk about a new version of the VR headset that's in the future.
Who's to say, like, because I mean, the VR itself, that's pretty, don't you think that's a little bit open? It's a little open-ended. Who's to say that you don't plug that into your PS5 and it becomes a little bit stronger?
They said they will plug it into your PS5.
Yeah, thank God. So I know that. So when they make new PS5 VR games, it'll work, right? Like you just pay and if you want to upgrade to the new headset, you could to a better one. But the only thing is with that prediction that I disagree with is them showing the PSVR or like talking about PSVR too much. I think they'll maybe say it in passing. I don't think they want to confuse put too much messaging between of like two hardware things coming out at the same time.
Listen here, fucker. This is predictions. This isn't guaranteed.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm disagreeing with that prediction slightly. So I'm just saying that. Like,
I'm telling you what you can do with your disagreement.
God, shut the goddamn mouth. All right. Is that it, George?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Lee. Final prediction.
PS5 flops this year.
Oh God.
No, that's a joke, but hey, who knows? My jokes usually come true.
And I'll tell you this much: anything's fucking possible.
So if you guys want to get it in the comments, come and get it. Come at your neck, bro. I got you. If you want to catch L's in the chat, come through. We stream every Friday.
Hashtag PS5 is gonna flop. Signature Lee. Don't put Georgia on.
Nah, we got to do the disclaimer. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, that is very true.
Never Ready does not condone the word.
So Lee, what do you think? Your final prediction?
I thought that was. All right. I'll play ball.
What will we see this Friday with this Thursday? What will we see realistically? In realistic terms, what will we see? You heard what we had to say, but what we think we'll see realistically.
Realistically, pathetically, but realistically, we'll probably see a new Little Big Planet.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt that. Although they already came out with Dreams this year, but hey, they could be working a Little Big Planet on the side. That could totally be possible. Like Dreams was there,
Yeah, Dreams
Passion
was there.
Project.
Exactly, and because it let people, it let other people do what they wanted, but then they were working on.
But do they want at the same time? Little Big Planet has a lot to do with creation tools and shit inside of it. So I don't see, would they have two creation tool games at the same time? Unless, what if they implement Little Big Planet somehow into Dreams? Like the next Little Big Planet comes out, but it's part of Dreams.
True.
I mean, the last Little Big Planet wasn't even Media Molecule, so
no, it was
Sumo Digital.
They did that one, and it wasn't well received. But that's the thing. I don't see. Huh?
I was just saying it is possible that they could come out with another one because it's a different studio working.
I just don't see them having two tool sets. That sounds kind of like, you know what I mean? I mean, anything's possible at this point, but
hey, it's a different system.
Okay, I'm gonna just breathe a little bit because some people here are testing my patience. Anyways.
Yeah, that must be because you're sponsored, huh?
Yeah, fucking Square Enix, I guess.
Yeah, he just got a message from Square Enix as like, plug a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Every show, that's my mandate.
That was your final
that or
prediction,
Nintendo.
right? Final Fantasy 16.
That or Nintendo, but I guess they're not passing around the big bucks because he hasn't been mentioning them as of late.
Listen, Nintendo. I haven't been playing my Switch lately, but Nintendo, like was it yesterday? They came out with 2 days ago.
That's because your wife doesn't let you.
That is it. Because too much goddamn Animal Crossing.
She plays Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
See that? Like, I'm glad I've been distracting my girl with actual good games, you know? So.
No, the thing is that.
Because I remember for like a week, she was nagging me for a Switch, and I'm like, look at these games, woman. Look at these.
No, dude, Animal Crossing is actually like at the time it came out, was the perfect game. Like that's what you do in that game is like, yeah, like if you look at it from like the outset, you're like, oh, whatever, it's like you're on an island doing chores or whatever. But when you playing it, that game it's hooks in you. Like that loop, you just want to get in every single day to do your things every single day. Every day something different. You know, like it reacts to your actual real time. Like the fact that Easter, there's an event happening and you have to get on to do it. Like all these things they do carry. Bless you. They do.
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
I'm not saying, but that game does definitely gets its hooks in you. But yeah, I guess that's all for our predictions, right? So on Thursday, we're planning to do a live reaction to this event. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. And it's not a complete shit show. You know why? Because I just want Next Gen talk to really start. I want to see some stuff that like realistically we'll see this holiday, right? I think even though we made all these predictions, a lot of future stuff, but I think most of it will be focused on what we'll see this holiday. Whatever first party and third party deals that have going on with that, I think that's what we'll see. But I just want Next Gen's talk to really kick off now in a positive way, in a way that gets us kind of animated for Next Gen. You know what I mean? Gets us excited. We see some cool things. Be like, okay, I'm excited for Next Gen now.
What in the world?
So hopefully that's what happens. I think I just blew Lee's mind by saying that.
No,
but,
it's just a fucking my other Xbox turned on and scared the shit out of me.
Goddamn ghost.
You got the COVID.
Probably.
Yeah, so that's it for me. Anything else, boys?
That's it.
Can we just make video games great again?
George, take us out of this.
Okay, thank you for listening. Reach us at neverreadystudios@gmail.com if there are any questions. You can comment on our YouTube page and basically on our pages. Find us everywhere. Anybody else want to say peace?
Of course. See you later. Alba. Al.
The Lord, the Ghost, and the Holy Spirit. Is it all those three?
Were you just praying?
It's time for the Paz.